There was a time in history when the world was not ruled by peace, but by fear. A time when power belonged to empires, truth was silenced, and hope felt like a luxury only the strong could afford. Ordinary people woke up each morning not knowing if they would survive the day. Hunger, injustice, sickness, and cruelty were part of daily life. And it was into this broken world that Jesus walked. Not as a king surrounded by armies, not as a ruler seated on a golden throne, but as a carpenter's son with dust on his feet and compassion in his eyes. Jesus did not arrive to impress the powerful. He came to heal the forgotten. From the very beginning, his life challenged everything humanity believed about strength. While the world valued wealth, he valued kindness. While society honored pride, he honored humility. While leaders demanded obedience, Jesus offered love. He did not shout to be heard. He did not force people to follow him. Yet wherever he went, hearts changed. Because Jesus spoke to the pain people were afraid to name. Jesus spent most of his time with people society had already rejected: the poor, the sick, the lonely, the sinners everyone else avoided. He sat with them. He listened to them. He looked at them not as problems, but as people. When others saw failure, Jesus saw potential. When others saw shame, Jesus saw worth. There were people who had lost everything: family, health, reputation. They had been told their suffering was punishment, that they deserved their pain. But Jesus never spoke that way. Instead, he said things like, "You matter. You are not forgotten. Your life still has purpose." To a world obsessed with perfection, Jesus offered grace, and that grace was dangerous. Jesus did not teach religion the way people expected. He taught relationship. He didn't say, "Prove yourself, then you are worthy." He said, "You are worthy, so now live differently." He told stories instead of giving lectures. Stories about lost sons being welcomed home. Stories about broken people being forgiven. Stories about love that refuses to give up. And people understood him, not because he used complicated words, but because he spoke truth in a way that touched the soul. Jesus knew something about the human heart that others ignored. People don't need condemnation, they need restoration. One of the most powerful truths about Jesus is this: he did not avoid pain. He walked straight into it. He saw sickness and did not turn away. He saw grief and did not dismiss it. He saw injustice and did not stay silent. When he stood beside those who were suffering, he didn't rush them or shame them for their tears. He allowed pain to be real, but he never allowed it to be final. Jesus showed the world that pain is not proof of God's absence. Sometimes it is the place where God is closest. Many people today feel unseen. They smile in public, but cry alone. They work hard, but feel unappreciated. They believe in God, but wonder if God still believes in them. Jesus understands that feeling, because he too was misunderstood, rejected, judged unfairly. He knows what it feels like to give love and receive hate in return, to speak truth and be mocked for it, to do good and be accused of evil. If you feel invisible today, Jesus sees you. Not the version you show the world, but the real you, the tired you, the wounded you, the hopeful but afraid you. Jesus taught that loving others is not weakness, it is courage. It takes courage to forgive when revenge feels easier. It takes courage to stay kind in a cruel world. It takes courage to believe that goodness still matters. Jesus lived that courage, even when betrayed by friends, even when abandoned by followers, even when facing death. He chose love, not because it was easy, but because it was right. The death of Jesus was meant to silence him. Instead, it amplified his message. The cross was a symbol of humiliation, suffering, and defeat.
But Jesus transformed it into something the world had never seen before, a symbol of hope. Not hope built on power, but hope built on sacrifice. The cross tells us this truth: love is stronger than hatred. Truth is stronger than lies. Life is stronger than death. Jesus did not escape suffering. He redeemed it.
Jesus does not ask people to be perfect. He asks them to be honest, honest about their struggles, honest about their failures, honest about their need for grace. He invites people to change, not through fear, but through love. Change your heart, and your life will follow. In a world full of noise, Jesus speaks softly. In a culture obsessed with success, Jesus values character. In a society driven by comparison, Jesus reminds us that every soul has worth.
The story of Jesus is not just history, it is personal, because his message was never meant only for ancient times. It was meant for moments like this, when people feel lost, tired, or overwhelmed. Jesus does not promise an easy life. He promises a meaningful one. He does not remove every storm, but he walks with us through them. And sometimes that makes all the difference. If you are carrying pain today, remember this: Jesus did not come to shame the broken. He came to heal them. If you feel like your past disqualifies you, remember this: Jesus built his message around second chances. If you think your faith is weak, remember this: even doubt did not scare Jesus away. He is not waiting for you to become perfect. He is waiting for you to come as you are. Because when hope walked the earth, it looked like love, and that love is still alive today.